Hi everyone, and welcome to the second episode of this video tutorial, which is about the creation of a stylized node. So in the previous episode we have built this graph. So in case you haven't seen it, I invite you to click on the link which would appear on the video right now. Basically what we have done is this graph which creates a node like this, a diffuse map like this one, which contains all the information of lighting, and also which gives a cartoony style to your model. So this is a result that you may want to aim if in case you work, for example, in mobile device and or let's say low-end device that don't have much processing time and that cannot handle real-time lighting. This is something that could be interesting. So I won't detail everything here, but basically what we have done is we started from a base color here, an ambient occlusion map, a curvature map, and a workspace normal map. And we built this graph which has some control. For example, you can enable or disable the fade lighting, because maybe you have real-time lighting inside your engine, but you just look for the cartoony style. You have other like the edge strength, but I didn't go too far on this topic because the important thing is that you can start from this base in order to tweak to your needs. So now what we are going to do is to prepare this graph in order to work inside Substance Painter. Because of course we do the two softwares, and actually many people don't even know that you can prepare a substance inside Substance Designer and then use it for painting inside Substance Painter. So that's what we are going to do. Okay. So I could add some more control, but we'll do it at the end if we really want. So far, I'm going to focus really on that. So the first thing to look at is the name of the output. Basically, I'm going to launch Substance Painter now, and we're going to build a project. So I'm going to create a new project. I hope you are familiar with Substance Painter. So first I select a mesh. Here, so I take the same mesh, and as I already baked the map, I'm going to add them manually. So you can also bake your map directly inside Substance Painter, but as we have them, we can use them here. So are they here? No. Document algorithmic. Let me check. I'm going to check what they are exactly. So here I take the link. Show in Explorer. Okay. Let's go here. Add. Okay, so I have my three maps. I select them. So now they are here. Let's press OK, and let's wait a bit. If they are not put directly here, you can go in the texture and you will find them here. So for this curvature, just draw in the texture setting, just drag and drop them at the proper place. So curvature is here. Workspace normal map is here, and ambient occlusion, I'm going to make some space. Ambient occlusion is here. Okay, you can also do this way, which would have been faster. So right now we have our model. You can select a material. I have a layer, so you can directly paint on it like that, but that's not what we are aiming for right now. So basically what we want to do in order to prepare that is to create a filter. So you have different ones already which are there. If I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to create a fill layer, and for example, let's say I want a fill layer of painting, car paint. Let's see how it goes. Okay, make something quite fancy. It's just to show you. After, if you use, let's see, a rust filter. So I'm going to plug it on it and see how it goes. Okay, so you see that it did work. Did add something. Properties here. Effect, spreading. Okay, perfect. So you see that what it does basically when you put a filter, it's in a pass-through mode, which takes the whole visible layer stack below and apply the effect on it. And that's what we're going to do with our stuff. I leave it like this. It's funny for now, even if it's of course not respecting anything. After, you have to use an ID map to really isolate where you want to put the effect. So in order for the filter to know what to take below, to say, okay, let's take the stack below, you have to respect a specific naming convention inside the Substance Designer. Basically, what will be below will be the input, and it's this color. So we're going to rename that. So in the base parameters now, let me check. Actually, we want to create an input color like that, and actually we won't rename it. It's named input and it's perfect like that. So I put it this way. Of course, it becomes black because there is nothing here. And then we need to do the same, but here we are going to give the proper names. So the input, in theory, you don't put anything. I may have to do some back and forth because I'm not 100% sure of. So this was input grayscale. This one is the ambient occlusion. So I add a profile ambient occlusion, and I'm going to name it the same way. Check that. Okay, so sorry, you will have a bit of naming to do, and even with that I have to check. I'm not sure that it has an influence, but let's make it properly. Okay, so I did that, and we have two other ones to do. Input grayscale again. This one is curvature. So where are you hiding? It's always frustrating to try to find and to imagine that you are watching the video and maybe you saw it, but I think that time it was fine. Curvature, so once again I remove that, and finally an input color here that we are going to call wall space normal. Wall space normal. And we are going to plug it here. Finally, this will not be called the diffuse, but the output. So I'm going to remove this. you make sure that you name it properly. Okay, so finally the last thing to do is here you see, if you look at the output size right now, it was in absolute mode because we did it in order to see what we're doing during the tutorial. But right now you want to set it to relative to parent. Why? Because doing it this way, you will make sure that the parent is Substance Painter and that it's a Substance Painter that will set and decide what size the graph should be. So everything is 256 apparently. The output is fine. We put input here. In theory, it should work. It's one of the, I think it's the third or fourth time I do it. So if we do it directly from the first time, we will be lucky. So I save this and I say publish. Oops, no, cancel. Publish like that. And I'm going to go to document, substances, tutorial. I'm going to put it here, stylized. Okay, and here, so stylizer tutor. I'm going to copy this so we'll find it easily. I save. We want to expose the output size, who knows. This I won't touch, I don't need it, so stylizer tutorial. Okay, so that's fine. Now what I'm going to do is to open a folder. I copy, so my SBS AR is here. So I put that here, but what I'm going to do is from the filter, I'm going to drag and drop it like that. I'm not sure it will work, but we'll see right now. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to remove the rest rendering. And this is too strong, so what I'm going to do is to put a uniform white like this, and maybe we put a uniform red like we had. And now we're going to see if it works or not. You just drag and drop, and it works. I'm lucky. So basically, that's what you want. What I'm going to do, and in theory, yes, you see it recognize automatically the proper input, and it uses them to do that. And here you can activate or deactivate the fake lighting. There is still some stuff which I'm not satisfied. But first, the color. I think you have to tweak a bit the color. We're going to make something a bit brighter. Okay, like that. And you see that there is some issues in the baking. This is another problem. It's the way I think the mesh is exported. There is a few difference between designer and painter, which is easily fixable. Something you can watch in the forum, but that's not the point right now. What else can we do? So I close that. I go back to my stylizer tutorial, and for example, I can decide this. Okay, it's way better this way actually, like that. And I can decide the edge smoothness and strength. So you see, you have a lot of control, and something which seems to be missing is the parameter to control the light. So we're going to do that. But right now, what you can do, which is really cool, is from this. If you go here, we are going to create some layers. So you're going to see what I mean. So first, I'm going to duplicate the layer a few times. Control D, Control D. This one I'm going to call it main, and let's deactivate that. And from that, right now, what I'm going to do is to do a mask. I'm going to add a black mask, so you don't see anything. And now, with this white color, with this mask selected, we are going to change the selection mode here. And we are going to select, let's see in the UVs how it's done. So I think like that. I'm going to select that. I have to change, the color is good. Okay. So you see that right now I've selected, for some reason it cannot turn, okay. So I've selected this, which is perfect for this color. By element it was easier. Now I'm going to change my layer, and I'm going to change the color especially, and here I'm going to put like a gray one like that, dark gray, dark. And I'm going once again to create a black mask, and I'm going to select this element. Maybe, I don't know, the tire, it will be easier by if I select this. Let me check. Oops, okay, I have to enable it. I would like to select just the these UVs. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to put a pink color here so we see what we are doing. Okay, you see it's not at all what we wanted. Okay, so right now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go here and I select, I'm going to put pink again, sorry about that. Okay, red, okay, so this is good. I should select all of them like this. Okay, perfect. Now we'll tweak the color later. Here I'm going to do another one. Once again, black mask. Oops, sorry, add black mask. And we'll do the same. In this one we are going to put it pink. Once again, it's just to see what you are selecting. And in this one, for example, let's select this. Let's select this, this. If you're already in the industry, generally you don't like this color, but and this. So, and right now we're going to put it, let's say, yellowish, something like that. We're going to diminish the saturation and make it a bit darker. Let's continue. This one, let's put gray like that, for example. Seems good. Black mask. And once again, select this, this, this. We want to select all this. I don't know if it's at the same place. Where is it in the UVs? I don't. Is it that? Yeah. So sometimes it's easier in the UVs. You see, you just have to select all this and boom. let's change that right now. Okay, you know what, in this one I'm going also to select this, this. You already get the point, it's just playing right now. I'm just wasting your time. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop here because you get the point. I'm just going to change that. It's a bit shocking to get something like that. And roughness is good. And if you do right now, actually one of the things which looks weird is because if you click on C like that, you will just have the diffuse. And here, of course, I'm a bit shocked. So I'm going once again to do a last one. Here I'm going to choose a blue, like that, dark blue. Okay. Black mask, and we select once again by UV. And I select just this, and this, and this. Okay, so I won't finish it because you get the point. The most important is right now, you know how to prepare a substance that you made in Substance Designer in order to work inside Substance Painter. The most important is really, if you go in Painter, to make sure that to have an input node like that, and this input will be the layer stack below. Really important. And of course, you have to make sure that your output is called output. Don't put any fancy name, just call it output. For the rest, I think that's it. If you would have some more maps you wanted to modify, you could add an output workspace normal map, for example, or roughness. You can do that. The only thing that you have to be aware is, so far there is just the normal map that is not directly taken in account. So don't call it the normal map, call it norm, for example, because if not, it will just not work. What you can do is to plug it manually after a while, or you can also create a height map. Height map. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope it has been interesting for you. Once again, don't forget that you can create this link between Designer and Painter, not only for this substance, but for most of them. That's extremely powerful. I'm pretty sure a big percentage of the substances you have already created can be used here. And that's really something you want to do, because as you see here, it's way easier to assign different color on different part here. And once again, what you see right now is just a diffuse. So I just have to go in here. I can activate or deactivate the lighting. So I hope it has been useful. If you have any question, any feedback, don't hesitate to give them in the comment, and see you in the next video.